So Robert, Kevin, and Matt, you are placing.
All right, roll camera.
Roll camera. So we have two gods here. We have, with the orange good guys, we have Hestia. With the blue evil nymphs, we have a nymph power that's new that we're exploring. And that is that at the end of your turn, you get to roll a dice and you are forced to take one of your workers. And if possible, you move it northeast, west, or south. So
not move it, force it, right?
Force it. Thank you. Okay, it's placement time. This is the A column, B, C, D, and E, and we're counting from the front 1 to the back 5.
Well, I'll throw out, I'm a fan of C4, B2, D2, but
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, V3.
cool. All three of us are thinking about the placement of our three gods.
Is that right?
Yep.
Or D3?
That's
I
right.
think, yeah, D2 is fine with me.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to suggest, Connor and I are going to suggest 2 moves to Nate, and Nate, you get to choose which one you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first one is I'm just going to make this very simple move here, and I am going to build maybe just right here on A3.
Sure, I think I'll go the same worker to the same place, but I'll build on A4 instead.
And Nate,
Darn, I was really excited for you to do a recommendation of C2 to D3 build E3, you know, really keep them different. I'll go with Connor's advice.
okay. You guys can organize yourself in any way, but I like this format. The 2 people suggest moves, and then the third person chooses, and then you just rotate. I think that's a really nice way to do it. So why don't you guys adopt that same strategy? I think it's entertaining for people watching.
And then we can see Nate's reaction when we both suggest terrible things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my eyebrows
Robert,
are
why don't
raising.
you?
Robert,
Robert, why don't you be the person choosing this time, and Kevin and Matt are both going to be presenting options to you.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't even come up with my PowerPoint yet to present the move. I don't know if I want them to jump up on that level 1, and so my suggestion would be to move to B4 and put a block on C5.
And I was thinking move to A3 and do a block on C4 or on A4.
So you get to choose that first, Robert, and then you're going to have the dice roll, and then you can make another choice.
Okay, so I think I like one of them was the move to B4 and build on C5.
Okay, now we're going to be rolling this dice.
Sure, that's not
Yeah,
C5.
build with
Block on
B5,
C5, yeah. Yeah, block on C5. And
Yeah, not A4,
I mean,
but C5.
so we either have a 1 out of 4 chance of claiming
C5.
their
Sorry.
block, which because I thought, you know, let's level 2 them as well.
So we're taking this off,
But-
and you're doing.
And that was the other option that I think that was going to be
Yeah.
It's similar to
Alright.
the other option. I think the other option was moving to A3.
Yeah, it was A3 and building 2, but then it was.
Okay, got it. Okay,
And if they jump up there, they'll build for us somewhere. And if they do 2 builds on B3, we just level 3 block them.
and you have to move south. So that's towards
Lovely.
towards us.
Yeah, that's the direction we least like.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, I'm going to throw this out as a what if. Do we have to make the force be in a way it can actually be applied, or can we say we want to move the B4 worker south, which does nothing and doesn't hurt our position?
You cannot do that.
We're obligated
must-
to utilize
You
it.
must
Okay,
use.
gotcha.
Yeah. It's much more interesting, and
I'm going to make you
otherwise it
write
would
the
be too
fine print
slow.
here.
So Robert gets to choose which one of these two to move south.
I'd say move yeah, move D4, D2 to D1.
Okay. Connor,
I
you
see
are
it, yeah.
choosing between myself and Nate.
Oh, we're rotating. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
I think that forcing is pretty unsavory for us. It leaves a lot of uncontrolled area on the board.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we just move up and build in the corner.
Okay. Let's see. I'm toughly. I'm like thinking between two main options here, so give me a minute. I'm inclined to say we try moving. Damn. How do I want to do this? Okay. I think that I want. Sorry, I'm switching in my head between two options that both look decent. C3 to D4, build E3 and D3.
Build E3 and D3.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with that option because it's remarkably similar to what I was thinking. I was thinking of leaving the worker on D2 instead of D4, but
Yeah,
but
yeah, I considered those pretty similar. The
but
other
I like
thing
this one.
yeah. I was also considering C3 to B3 to C4 build like C5 and the other thing. I wasn't as crazy about that.
The reasoning there, Gordon, why I didn't go with yours is that we were kind of given an opportunity to build in the center with Hestia. And
Whenever I
think-
saw it, I liked it better. So I'm convinced.
That's exactly the kind of thing I saw happening from that D2 forcing.
Kevin, you're
This is-
choosing this time between Matt and Robert's suggestions. And then you guys just organize yourself.
Come on, make it happen, guys. I trust y'all. Rescue us.
I would move D1, D2, and build D3.
What's suggested?
D3.
Oh,
Not
D3 up here. Got it.
That's E3.
That's
There you
D3.
go.
That's D3. Sorry. Okay, got it. There we go.
Yeah, before you said anything, I was also thinking moving D1 to D2. To put the build somewhere different. I think it's
I mean, you can agree with the first person if you
Ah.
think that.
The other thing that could be interesting would be to build C2.
There we go. Yeah, that's exactly what I was kind of hoping one of y'all would say.
build C2 is
So I almost
yeah,
instantly
make
vote
that
for
as
that
the
one.
other choice. C2. So,
So-
the two build choices are C2 or D3.
I'm going to vote for C2, and I'll tell you why. Because if you build on D3, and that's a level 2, they basically just next win the game from moving to E3 and dropping 2 blocks onto D4. And that is game over for us against a double builder.
Well, but we could be forced up there, right?
Oh, so you can be forced up multiple levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's only 25% though. So I don't know. I mean, I would like to gamble and see that pay off. But now we've got 50-50 of taking one of those
Okay,
squares.
here you go. Here's the roll and west.
Ah. Second best roll for us, I think.
Ouch. I'm not a huge fan of the randomness in this fashion. It's almost like introducing a penalty every turn.
Penalty.
A penalty, yes.
Huh. I thought that was still beneficial to you rather than not moving at all.
So Kevin, you get to choose your penalty.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah. It's also just as bad if we don't fight for the space. I think we have to take D2's going west, young man.
Yeah.
So this is Gord selecting now?
Yep.
Okay. Me first or Connor?
Either way.
I'll just say mine when I think of it.
That makes sense. I'm having some trouble piecing together my own myself. I'm inclined to say that we probably want to move D4 to D4 to D3, build E3, build D4.
Yeah, I was going to move D4 to D3 and build D4 and E4.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
So D4 and E4. So anyway, we're agreeing on this block here. Everyone likes that. And
Yeah, that's the free bonus Hestia block.
yeah. And now we just have to choose one of these ones over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have thought that I would like this as much because it's not a threat. But I think I do like it. So I'm gonna add another block, base block up here. Ah, come on. Okay, there we go.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
Mhm. So Matt's choosing that.
All right, I guess I'll make my pitch first. I don't see us having a lot of good options, but move D5, kind of gain some height and build.
Move D5.
Or I'm sorry, move to C5 and build
Oh,
on
thank you.
D5. Yeah, gonna have to learn my alphabet.
Build here.
Surprisingly hard
And-
without the
and the-
numbers on the board.
And the only reason, whether it's right or wrong, you'll have to consider, Matt, but if a level 2 goes up, gotta fight for it in some kind of way. Because more than likely there's going to be 2 level 2s going up in some fashion next turn. And the best we can hope for is maybe chase them to the perimeter if they want that level 2. So that's all I got.
Oh, this is good news. I don't think I have to decide a move. Well, I have to decide a move, but I don't have to figure out. Get to relax.
Yeah. Well, I think the move is pretty obvious. I'm going to move up to C5. It's the what required decision is the build, or is the best build. Build. There, that gets me 2.
And
I think
my-
that's interesting because that's not what I would
My
have done.
suggestion is going to be build on B5. Then you can choose.
B5. Isn't that what we did before?
I thought you said D5.
Oh, D5. Okay, so we've got a B5 and a D5.
how would we respond if they moved and occupied D4? And I guess that's not too bad.
Yeah, because we'd be able to move up one of them and then
Yeah.
see what happens.
I'm just curious, Matt. What's your idea?
My idea was move B4 to C4 and build C3. And that way you've got a 75% chance of getting forced up to one of those blocks.
So you were going to move which one?
Move that one to C4,
Got it.
and then I would have built C3.
Got it.
Interesting.
Yeah, we could get completely hosed if we get a bad die roll, though. It's only a 25% chance, but I think we'd be in a very weak position if we got the bad roll.
Well, it's interesting because you could be in a weak position then, but you could also set yourself up that for the next, like they couldn't climb us to a level 2 on their next turn, and whatever L2 they built, you could try and set yourself up to get forced up to it.
Yeah, the whole karmic. I had a 25% chance of something bad happening, so now the 25% chance of something good happening has to happen, right?
Yeah, that's karma.
Yeah.
Sadly, Matt doesn't have that choice.
Yeah, so I think let's build on D5.
There we go.
I think we need to inspect that the dice isn't weighted in any kind of way, or Gord hasn't, scrubbed out the E with a little eraser or anything, because we want the E.
Kind of weird. Even though I know it's not there, I keep expecting the diagonal directions to appear on the die as well as the diagonal.
Okay, so
I think you want the E. I'd be fine with that.
I don't know what to do here.
Oh, you have to roll for us.
Got to
first.
roll the die.
Can we have a gentleman's agreement that they rolled E here?
West.
Oh, it's like a W. Let's move the
Well,
ground.
if you
level
rotate the
worker.
W, it's kind of like an E, capital E. Oh man, I'm gonna say we've been hit pretty hard with that little D8, man.
Yeah, it really can seem like a penalty as opposed to
we're kind of like under Siren's influence while they also get to build twice. It's I don't know. No matter how well we played this, it should
By the
make
way, you can
opponent-
also roll the die by mousing over and pressing R.
Gordon, is it me and you proposing suggestions this time?
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
You can also just pick it up and shake your mouse violently and release it in a direction for more fun.
Sorry. Oh, okay. That's good to know.
No, you have to release it while you still have some velocity.
Got it. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure what I want here. There's some part of me that wants to go here to limit these two workers at the bottom of the board. And there's another part of me that wants to step up here and provide a different threat entirely. But I think I'm going to go with this blocking. And the problem is what the heck do I do over here? And maybe I'm just going to build a single time. I mean, I think this looks, I was going to build double over here to block that one, but I think it's just good. So I'm just going to build a single time right there. And the whole purpose of this move is two of their workers are down at the bottom, and I just want to keep them down there. So they're going to just end up with one powerful worker. So that's my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to have a better idea.
I'm gonna suggest the approach where we're gonna double build to get a level 3 with the idea of I'm just figuring out where to move in order to make this happen. Yeah, I'm gonna say B3 to C3, double building on D4.
Okay, so both of them are B3 to C3, and one of them is double build on D4.
Or single build on C4.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like the double build. Now it's time to see if they get forced up to level 3, which wouldn't win, of course, but could get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Toady.
Oh, Toadie's here.
What's happening?
Everybody.
Hey, David.
Man, you're staying up late, all you guys over in Europe. What's it like? 2 in the morning? Closed? 1 in the morning?
Yeah, 1:30.
Yeah. Same for me.
How are forest fires with you, David?
Sorry?
The forest fires in Portugal and the heat and
Oh, yeah. There have been a couple of fires, but some more or less serious, but we have had worse years. So, but yeah, it is very hot.
I think it's my turn to choose the move, and you guys suggest.
Yeah, I went first last time. I was gonna let Matt
I'd suggest C4, D4, or sorry, C5, D5, build E5.
Which is the matchup?
so this is these guys are the nymphs of the evening, and after their move and build normally, they get to roll a dice, and they are forced with one of their workers to move in that direction. And we are Hestia. The orange people are Hestia.
Who need no introduction.
Yes. So this was the first idea, is to move here
And then build in the corner.
and build.
My thought is that it gives us good cover for most die rolls, that if we roll west, south, or east, we can stay somewhere good.
Right. And the other suggestion?
I'd really love to take that level 3. I'm kind of inclined to do that. The only other option I'd throw out maybe is to build on C5. And really I would like to be on E4. E4 is going to be kind of a neat square for somebody. Unfortunately, it's probably them.
I like the building on C5. If we get a bad die roll, we can move our guy that's down in the middle of nowhere. On level one. or
But
level one.
yeah, so I mean, kind of like Matt was saying though, how do we actually exploit this die roll in our favor in some kind of way?
You just did.
Yeah, we move
Well,
up to that level 2 we just built.
Yeah, but if we don't, I mean,
You just did.
I
You just did. You rolled a west.
oh, we did. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Not bad.
Irritating as heck.
25% chance of success.
Well, South also wouldn't have been that bad for us either. So
I like being there and it not being a dome. Really, like that D4 square is so powerful right now because it prevents you all from level 2ing anywhere without us just jumping onto it.
David, Todi, where would you like to just join our team? We are, or do you want to choose? Do you want to just critique our moves as we go and laugh at both teams? You could be the overall critiquer. I don't know,
Just
whatever.
watch for now.
Okay.
But who is playing with the nymphs?
It's me, Robert, and Matt versus
Okay.
Gord, Connor, and Nate, Nathaniel.
I go by Nate.
So
Oh,
the
okay.
nymphs-
Yes. I have a Nate at work, so forgive me.
No, I do
the
go by
nymphs
Nate.
can go in
Cool.
any direction or only orthogonally.
With a random dice roll
the
is
die
only
can-
orthogonal.
Oh, okay.
Who's doing the Nate? Are you doing the critiquing now, or is it Connor?
No, I think I already picked. So I think it's Connor now.
So
Sorry, who is making the decision?
you're making the decision. So I think so. I'm going to move here. I'm going to dome here, and I'm going to build also in. No, I don't like that. Ah, yes, I do. So I'm also going to build in B5. So I'm going to cap it and build in B5. That's going to be my move.
Okay. And Nate, did you suggest something already?
I am still deciding.
Okay.
So for those of you watching, we are in the midst of designing a new Santorini for a November 1st launch of a Kickstarter. The new Santorini will be called the Pantheon Edition. And we are also doing a new family edition of the game.
Okay, so I guess
I
I
think I'll
wasn't getting that.
propose what Gord said, but without the build on without the non-dome build. Just doming G4.
Okay.
This is interesting. Is B5 a benefit to us? I kind of like having. Let's put the build on B5. Let's go with Gordon's suggestion.
Who's doing the choosing this time?
I think Kevin's choosing, right?
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. So I wasn't aware the family edition would be a second separate product from Pantheon. Is that true?
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
So we're going to have simple gods for the family, and the Pantheon is going to be all of those plus.
Fantastic. I thought that was just a game mode, so that's awesome. I hope that's a huge success.
Yeah, the Pantheon will be big with lots of new content.
So what are we thinking, guys?
I would suggest A2 to B3, build B2. I think that gives us nice options to force that worker.
I'm sorry,
And-
to A3 or to B3? That's the
A2 to
move.
B3.
Yeah, I was thinking the same move, but built on A3. So the choice is there, and that builds either A2 or A3. I think that's what you said.
I said B2. Yeah.
Oh,
B2?
Well, B2 or A3.
I'm gonna vote for B2 as the build, and I like both of y'all's moving choice.
And we get to roll.
And the move seemed pretty obvious.
South.
So that's kind of a huddle here. So do we want to take that, or do we want to leave B3 as some type of defender should they go to B5?
I think we want to move the B worker.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if they take C2, that's going to be trouble.
Yeah, if we give them C2 with, and our guys are far away, I don't think that's good.
Woo, the penalty die.
Yeah, it's like we've had one good roll so far the whole game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, we're obligated to take that. So it has to be that guy. It's not an optional thing. It's a gotta suck it up and rip the Band-Aid off and deal with it.
Yeah, because our only other option is much worse.
Yeah. So when does Hestia get its punishment? When do we get to roll the dice of pain against you guys?
Well, when we built a dome in their center, every time we do that, that's bad for them.
Is that bad for us? I mean, do you guys have
no,
more domes? That might be very limiting in some sense.
I think they've got a free level 2 themselves coming up.
Yeah.
If we choose to take it. I don't know if it leads anywhere, which is why I'm not rushing to recommend it.
So everyone watching, this is what we are definitely all considering. How sweet is that? For me, that's a no-brainer sweetness move. And I don't need to be building anything else. So to me, I don't even think whenever I see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, just
I have a different idea in mind.
I think.
Oh wait, actually, am I the one? No, wait, Gord's the one picking.
Oh,
Right?
I'm picking.
Gord's the one picking, but he's telling us what he wants to pick.
Yeah. I want to propose something in any case, though. It may not be liked, but I like it.
The resign button.
Not quite there yet.
Aw.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you'll hit it eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but the thing that I'm considering is C4 to B5, build in C4 and B4.
D4 and B4. And your logic there.
Is to try to keep the B2 and C2 workers out of a plateau we make up there. I think it could be bad because if they roll north, it might mess with our plans too much.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with the obvious move this time.
Hold on, I haven't suggested the obvious move.
Oh, yeah.
Good choose mine. Good
It
choose
isn't
for
that
mine.
Yeah, so I was going to suggest moving to D5, but I actually think as well as building on E4, also to build on C4.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, well, I'm going to go.
Well, the
with-
build in C4 is happening either way then.
Oh yeah, for sure. That one's happening for me.
Fair enough.
And
Gore's
Oh,
invoking
yeah,
the
C4 is
designer's
happening either way.
power.
Come on. Ugh. Oh, come on. What? Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm out of blocks here for some reason. So I just have to.
Oh, you can mouse over a block and control C.
Copy
And then
and paste.
control V. Copy paste. And you can do it quick with control C, control V.
Control.
Just mouse over a different one and press control plus C.
If you're on a Mac, it's going to be command instead of control.
Okay, sure. That'd be helpful.
Command D. Command
C.
C.
And V.
Control V. Okay, no, not getting joy. So let's just clone. Okay, there we've got. And that was there. And then this one.
And one on C4.
There we go. And I'm just going to create a whole bunch over here. There we
Sensible.
go. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy.
Oh man, you turned into Morpheus.
A cornucopia for the world. Okay.
Man, I would like to be Morpheus with that suck.
Ooh, new box art design.
All right, I think this one's my choice.
Yeah, it's, man, I'm feeling so gambly. I just want to throw a block up on C4 and roll south or north and take that sucker. That's that. You know what? I'm just going to go big or go home, move to C3 with somebody, throw a block up onto C4, and hope that out of the 50-50 shot you've got to move on to that thing and take it. That's a winning threat by the next turn if they don't move D5. So there, that's it for me.
Which worker would you move?
Has to be,
Well, I
Be the C2 worker, right? Or no, it doesn't have to.
or B2 probably. And then if we, I don't know if we want to move west, but it's also given up if if we don't roll anything good, then we're screwed. I mean, that, you guys will have to go down with me on that one because that'll sink the ship for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
If we-
if you move the B2 worker and you roll east, then you're going to have to move the C2 worker east.
Yeah, the C2 worker is probably the best one to move if Robert doesn't have anything better.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to come up with something better. I'll see. Let's see. C2.
Do you guys know how to center this? Because I've got it off to the side in a weird perspective.
I have
Brave
not
enough.
opened up Tabletop Simulator yet. Nate, you got an idea
Yeah,
how to recenter the
What do you
map
mean
there?
by off to the side in a weird perspective?
So to center the camera view onto C3 as
oh,
opposed
first
to
try pressing spacebar.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Here we go.
wow.
Right, so, so I guess my alternate will be move B2 to B3 and not
There's
like
also
that.
a chance you're in third person camera mode instead of first person. I don't remember which one's which, but one of them just feels way worse than the other. You can press P a few times to cycle between them, I think.
Top down. Oh, interesting. Third person.
I think third person is the right one. Try doing WASD. Does it feel kind of natural?
And
Like,
do you like
moving.
that better?
I think that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
And your WASD keys move you around a bit, right?
No,
I think the mode that's awful is when the WASD keys like move really slow or do some weird zoom thing.
Got it.
So we're talking about the choices between which worker to move. Is that right?
yeah, but I think what Kevin says, moving the C2 is going to end up being the better move anyways. I was trying to
Yeah, I
figure
think
out how to move the B2 worker, and it just wherever he goes, it seems like it's a worse move than moving the C. So I think the C move to C3 and then build C4 is really our best option.
Sounds good.
I think we're in Vegas here, man, with the odds being with or against us. Got some light.
That is south.
That was south. So I know that you want to go like that.
That
Yeah.
was I'm
maybe
okay
not.
with that, but I was really hoping
Oh.
for a north roll on that
Yeah,
one.
no kidding.
Yeah, north would have been even better.
So we
Okay.
can.
So do you want that
just-
one or do you want the other one where you're
Yeah,
moving up?
Well,
Actually, not obvious, right?
what do you think, Matt? You're the ultimate vote here in this dynamic, this turn.
I think moving south from the top is good. Moving to
Gord is throwing us off the board. He's killing our worker.
It didn't want to move up to there.
That's not
Okay,
one of
here
the
we go.
powers.
There we go.
Gord.
There we go. We're up. We're up.
yeah. Let's move it to C4.
Resurrected.
Yeah, I think
C4.
that's the best move.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Although technically it's a force, not a move.
Right.
Use the force.
So now it looks like I think we're suggesting moves to Nate again.
Okay, I will go first. I am going to suggest that we move up here. And we do a I guess just a don't like that. Okay, I'll do a double build on B4.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that was a big fight.
Yeah, that is not the direction
Originally,
thought
I
you
liked
guys would
the
go.
idea of moving to E4 and building E3, but they did have a line that could win with 1/4 chance against that. So it's probably best to avoid that. At least not yet.
Who's doing the choosing?
Robert's choosing this time, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm going to say move C4 to B4, build A4.
Okay. This and building here.
I am inclined not to move away from C4 in case they throw a level 2 or 3 up onto D3. So I think I like a move that keeps him there. And I would just suggest a fairly passive move of, let's say, I like trying to threaten, but I don't think we can do it as effectively as they can. But God, it would be nice to get them onto B5. They'd be screwed if we could get them over there. I mean, it's just
otherwise
not
you could do C3 to B3, build A4, and see if we can get forced. I mean, if we get forced north, that would be good.
God, that would be a heck of a gamble, wouldn't it?
I mean, I don't. It feels like the worst
Yeah,
case.
okay.
Too bad there.
So think like let's think by the next turn. If they did move to E4 and do something really, really bad to us, and we moved east after that by keeping C3 where it is, or we got a north. Okay, yeah, all right. So my suggestion, but then they could also move to like, it just can get so ugly very quickly with a double builder that can just. I don't know. I want to try it. Let's move. My suggestion would be move B2 to B3 and build A4. And if we get an east, that's great. If we get a south, that's great. If we get a north, that's great too. Because I think their next potential option would be to leave D3 in some way. I don't know. So see what you think. I'm trying to embrace, that we have a power here.
Yeah, I think I like Kevin's idea. Yeah, move
Seems
up
good.
and then build and
Well, it's kind of a hybrid. I wouldn't, I just, man, if we get them onto B5, like it's gonna be so good.
East. So you're doing nothing.
Oh wow. Neat.
I have to say, I'm having a lot of fun with this power.
It's nice to hope. It does get your hopes up. Very, very good at doing that.
Is it also equally good at dashing them, Kevin? Is that the other
No.
half of that statement?
No, it's actually
Probably.
more good at dashing them than it is building them up. It's 75% chance of doing that and 25% chance of building them up.
So
Suppose that makes sense.
my
Oh
suggestion,
yeah, we're suggesting to counter now, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm suggesting moving here and building on A4 only.
Well, you actually can't build anywhere else.
That's right. But I choose to phrase it in terms of a choice.
Yes. Yes. Hmm. I concur.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Connor, did you have anything else in mind?
No, not particularly.
In my head, the two options were do that or do it very slightly differently by building in B5, but I thought that would be worse.
Although, as Kevin said, if they had moved from where they were in C4, I was absolutely stealing that spot.
Yes, definitely. Although in this case, they would have gone to go back to it, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that I think that's too big a weakness to impart in the position to really gamble on that. Like
Yeah.
to only say that, yeah, we've only got like a 25% chance of regaining a space that was really, really critical to give up. Not good enough. I mean that for
Yeah, I
what you
think
get out of it.
move to A3 and dome is pretty clear what we got to do.
Huh.
I agree.
I wonder if there's a competing theory.
Embracing the power again, and I know I'm the decider. I'm not the ideaer, but if we could force to that level 3.
That's
You
that's
know?
not a risk I would want to take.
Yeah, again, not worth it.
This dice.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, if we won by going there, maybe, but nah.
All right, so we
I think
get a
I think
south.
the other possible move would be to move C4 to B5 and then dome.
If that leaves them with
That's
too good of,
that's
I think
almost
just that they would. They move to C4 and build C5 and
Hey, we only win 50% on that move. Let's be clear.
yeah, that is true. Hey, I was gonna say
I-
we could
I'm just doing my duty to throw out another
Yeah.
possibility.
So I presume that's not the choice you guys are taking. So that goes back. Oh my goodness.
he's trying to throw it away again.
Oh my goodness. I don't want to go there. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay.
I like this sandbox idea, but there is something to be said about the ease of use of BGA.
Oh, is there ever?
Yeah. It's also convenient having the letters and the numbers actually visible on the board, so you can see which square you're talking about more easily.
Yeah, we will.
I'm
correct.
a recommending person this time, right?
I think
I
I'm the
might-
chooser. Is that right?
First, we need
Yeah,
to
I
roll our
believe
die.
so.
Yeah. No, I had a rules question, but I'll save it for a different time.
You need to roll and do our force.
Oh,
I think we take the
Good point.
25% chance of them getting a good position. Oh, right.
Not north.
East.
Don't go north.
Hey, back to where you were at.
Yeah,
Cool, I like that.
So
Yeah,
my
that's
question was
something
going
I
to
guess.
be, Gordon, how does that power interact with Aeolus? Does the forced move work against wind?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can be forced in any direction.
Yeah,
The workers
think that-
can't move. They're not
yeah.
like force prohibited.
And then would it end on Charybdis's whirlpool or would it teleport?
I think Charybdis's only matters if you move onto it, not if you're forced onto it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will pull you back and forth forever, right?
I just love picking at all of the edge cases.
No, it's a good call.
Okay.
so I'm making
I
the
am-
decision, right? Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
All right. I'll toss my hat in the ring for D3, move to E4, build once each in D3 and E3.
Okay. I was gonna go D3 to E4, building on D3 and D5.
Ah,
Okay. So D3.
So we're going that way, one way or the other.
Right? And so I have to choose between these two or these two.
Yes.
Okay.
may I present my case?
Okay.
I think if we do D3 and D5, well, in either of the two cases, we're most concerned with them doing east on their die roll, right?
Yeah.
Or perhaps north if they choose to like move their one worker that one way, I guess. if they do get an east, and we have the option of D5 instead of D3, I think we'll kind of, they might be able to, actually, I don't care that much between them. Never mind. I thought it was really bad because I thought
Well,
our only
you
option
almost
would be
made a
E4,
case there,
D5.
man.
If our only option was E4, D5 there, then they'd be able to make a threat on D3, but I guess we can move the other worker too.
Don't
That's
get
not
into
so
law.
As long
like-
as you convince your ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I'm-
I don't know. Maybe he did do it.
Nate rests his
Make it-
case.
I'm liking this pit in the corner that we're forming, this E5 pit, and in my dreams, I have a dream of a nymph being caught in there. So I'm going to go with this one here and this one here, but I'm not confident.
Yeah, you're gonna have those dreams for a long time before they're fulfilled, man.
No, I'm changing my mind. I am going like this. And the reason is because if this doesn't get east, then this becomes forcing. And if anyway, I'm happy with that. Okay, sorry
Yeah.
for being indecisive.
Yeah, I think having the 3 is way bigger. But I wasn't gonna like push for it unless it was decisively terrible for us. Which I thought it was at first, and now I realized it wasn't.
I think I'm choosing again.
Well, all this East business has actually got me wanting to move to D2.
I see.
And the reason is that I am worried about E4 on the next turn. And I would love to get a north out of that. And East wouldn't hurt us because we could go C3. Well, actually, that really is the question, is like, what do we do about E4 without having to go to D5? Because that is a very obvious next move. And in fact, it's not a double win, but because they're not Demeter. Who's the other person? I'm gonna need to sit here and think.
Yeah, it's me. I got
Pass.
I got to figure out. We can.
I'm gonna take a fire extinguisher and put it on my brain while you guys chat.
Yeah, I gotta suggest move C3 to D2 and C3 to C2 and build on B2.
You'd move C3 and not B3.
And build here.
Yeah, that's my.
All right.
Whose side are you on here, Nate?
So yeah, if he keeps piping up, we might actually have a shot here. All right, so I'd like to keep C3 just for that potential east move, that 25% accounted for there,
Yeah, that is.
and move B3, like Matt was saying, down over to C2. But the build to set up I think I'd like to build on D2. Well, hang on. So, I mean, they're pretty much they're moving. If we don't get forced to D3, they're gonna move there, and they're gonna level 3 on to E4. There's no doubt about that. And that might actually let them drop a second block onto D2. And then have a double threat the following turn. So that's not good. So the build needs to be on B2. And that would be my suggestion.
That's what I would do. Is
Yeah.
B3 to C2, build B2.
Sorry.
Well, you're probably thinking that because it's good, or I mean, or decent.
Say it again.
I would
B3
probably pick that.
to C2.
B3 to C2.
Yeah,
B3 to C2 and
Got it.
build on B2.
build B2, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both agreed on the build this time. Different moves suggested, but yeah, I think that one might be better anyway. So
Yeah, the only thing that's going to give us trouble is if we roll a north.
We need your
North,
best dice roll
north,
possible, Gord.
south.
East.
Oh, I like
God.
south too.
No,
That's fine.
Is it though?
no, it's not. No, it's horrible. That's awful.
Yeah, I think that's the worst thing
Oh,
you can roll
woe
there.
is us.
Am I the one picking?
The sky is
Oh,
falling.
that was terrible. Okay.
I'm
It-
picking,
it-
aren't I?
Well,
It's almost hard to
hey,
keep track when the decider doesn't get to do anything. So last time I think it was me who didn't get to have a say, and I think the time before that it was Gordon. So I think it is you.
Okay, cool.
And the time before that, Gord had his
Is this
say
perhaps
and then voted on his own
situation where I don't
opinion.
get a say
I
once
have been
again?
chastised. I have officially. So that's my build is obviously the obvious one that everyone sees. Trying to.
No,
Okay.
actually, just clarify.
Okay, so I'm going to say also E4 to D3, building on E4, but also building on C2.
Connor's choice by a mile. Possibly also Gord's choice, if that's what he was saying his obvious build was, or not.
Well, I'm not in favor of building on C2. And the reason is because it looks like a move up to D2 then would guarantee with a dice roll that you're going to move up to one of these. That's a guarantee.
There won't be time for it.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely in favor of building C2.
Okay. Okay. Yep. And that's your choice. Got it. Okay, here we go.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is it's forced what they do, but I guess north or south would let them step up onto that if we built that.
Yeah, and I think that's why we have to build on C2 actually.
Why is
If
that?
you look the turn after that, you'll see what I mean.
I mean, why do we have limited blocks here, guys? Goodness me.
So this would be the point in the game that Nate would tell me, okay, you're about to die in like 7 moves.
No,
all right.
you guys are only. Let's be clear. You guys
Not
have
even
a
7.
percent
Okay,
chance of
yeah.
living. You guys have some
Gotcha.
ways of living here. But I think that this by far gives us a higher probability of having a forced one.
Higher probability of a forced win is a strange sentence.
So you're doing the obvious, I presume.
yeah, I don't think
We're
we have
doing the
any
only
problem.
choice.
Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness me. I'm dying.
That's why.
Okay, there we go.
Try
There we go.
ream
We've
icons.
got
Yeah.
success in a kind of a weird way.
It looks like he's standing on the dome.
There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Oh,
It's okay. We understand.
I haven't had much issues with it.
Oh, there he
but
goes
it looks
again.
like yours is very laggy. See if you can change the resolution, like reduce it slightly, perhaps.
and you've got an easterly move.
Oh yeah, that's good. Okay,
Well-
then we're winning, I think.
Oh,
I think
you
that
guys,
guarantees
possibly.
them to win.
you guys
Oh
are
my
being
God. I mean, I'm sorry. This takes, a team of 3 really decent players and just trashes them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Um, the non-power.
So I was choosing last time, so I suppose it is now Gorge choice?
Gordon's. Yeah.
It's
So
a
I think,
forced win.
yeah, for me, it's
No,
going to
no,
be.
not
Oh, no,
technically.
it's not. Okay, it's not. Okay. We've got a 75.
Yeah, we could get really lucky on our die
Yep,
roll next time.
75% chance.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
we might have a
in
way
the,
of
in the sense
stopping that.
in the sense that we've got to dome the correct location. Otherwise, expecting like a die roll that's going to force us onto the other one.
Right.
Yeah. And there's a couple of ways of going about it. So I'll suggest B4 to C4, building on B4 and C5.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards that as well, but give me another moment or two to analyze.
What does B4 get you? Building on B4?
It's a level 3.
I know, but they've got kind of a free move anyway. They're not going to move this one because otherwise they're going to lose the game. So they have a free move that they want to make anyway.
Oh, that's actually an interesting point.
So it seems like we're taking away, like if they step up there, okay. I mean, maybe it is better anyway if they do manage to step up there that C4 is blocked.
Interesting.
So we're
Oh,
we're
sorry.
digging our
I'm still
claws
thinking
in.
about my move.
Yeah, we're digging our claws in. We're now after the last 25% chance that these guys are going to win.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
guys are
that's
going to
true.
get past the next turn. Like we're really digging our claws in, guys. This is like painful for them. Poor
Yeah,
people.
that's what we need is you guys to put up even more of a fight here. I mean, this is a perfect. This is a perfect. I mean, we have so many winning chances that you guys really you're going to have to bring it if you're going to trump us here.
Oh wait, we do have a sure win. If we move to C5 and build on C4.
Oh, wow.
and
Yeah, how did I not
B4,
see
we've
that?
won.
Yeah, okay, it's not that.
Yeah,
I
so
recommend
there's
that.
a 0 chance of you guys getting past the next turn.
And we still have a chance.
How?
Yeah, I think we still.
We dome one and can possibly move up to the other.
No, you can't.
The problem
You
is
dome
the
it,
only
you
thing I
have to
can dome
move.
either of those is see-through. And then it can't. Oh, yeah, no, they can do that. What are we even saying? Yeah, I don't recommend that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're right. Yeah.
Well, actually, I was thinking
think
about
we still
that,
have at
because
least a 25% chance of surviving the next move.
Okay, so let's just do something quick and put them out of their misery.
You've got to give us a 0% chance, or we'll just keep at it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go here, and then we're
yeah, I'm
and then
on.
build both.
Yeah, okay. I think build both. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. And then it all is coming down to one dice roll after this, because they are forced to go here and to dome this. Okay, and then this one.
Points for straight line domes.
Here we go.
We need a west.
South. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Good game, guys.
No, was it? No, you're lying.
Yeah,
Oh,
You did not
I think
enjoy that.
I think you're just something you have to say.
it definitely seemed the power almost was more of a penalty than actual power a lot of the time.
You guys only got lucky once.
Hmm.
I've certainly, whenever I played it, I was definitely luckier than you guys.
I'm curious what would have happened if we had blocked at every
Yeah, what
possible
happens
point.
if you manage to roll in a west there? I'm wondering like how good our odds are then.
If you did what?
I'm curious what
Imagine
happens
if you had
if they
rolled
get
the
the
west that
successful
last
die roll.
turn. Then
Oh,
Well, you just double win again.
Yeah, I guess Yeah, we probably can't do better than that, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing would continue for maybe 2 or 3 more turns,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
you just keep running.
I don't
Double
see it
threat, double
continuing
threat,
for
double
more
threat.
than one more turn.
Yeah. Anyway, you're suffering.
But I'm curious if we had denied you getting any height, how that would have worked out. So if every L1 block we moved on to, and then or built to an L2, so that you couldn't get onto an L1. Because if there's a platform, like let's say that we got all of the center squares to be L2s, and all of our workers are on the perimeter on the ground, suddenly our forcing becomes super powerful because we're getting forced up to the L2s that no one can get onto.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I see that.
Sort
for
of like
sure.
the Urania Hippolyta thing, where you go around and you L2 block everything, and suddenly Hippolyta can't get anywhere, and Urania can climb up onto the big platform of L2s.
Yeah, why didn't we do that,
Um,
Matt?
Would the power work if you said that you could force any worker, friendly or
That's
opponent worker?
another, yeah, that's another power. And that
Oh.
is, yeah. And that's going to be in the base edition as well. I like we should play test that in the next few days as well. But okay, joking aside, comments on this randomization, honestly, is this something that was just not like, you guys did not have a good game?
It's kind of difficult because you're asking people who are quite good at the game and enjoy it from a particular perspective
Yeah.
to put
Yeah, you're
themselves
mostly
in the
asking
place
arena players
of
that like usually avoid random and even hidden information powers, I think.
so it's like, do you think new players or families would enjoy this?
I'm
Well, I
not entirely sure that a lot of people would enjoy sort of 1 step forward, 1 step back, or 2 steps back, in terms of the way that they played the game relative to the other player. If we're talking about a random power versus a non-random power.
We do have
for
dice
random
ones
powers,
that
I
are
do enjoy
purely
chaos
optional.
a lot. But this just did not seem as fun as, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, your point
I'm
is
going to disagree and say I thought it was a lot of fun.
okay.
I'd love a way to sort of have a little bit more control over the effect of the dice here. I mean, just a hair of a little bit of a way to change it, to make it a little bit more where you can work it in your favor.
You could make the move optional.
So I've got
Or-
optional nymphs as well, and so those powers, I think you guys would enjoy more. You'd have more control over when you roll a dice, and then you can choose: do I use it? Do I not? So this is, I guess, the most random one where you're forced to use it.
It could also be fun if there was a second die that told you whether you're moving your workers or your opponent's workers.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That'd make it a pretty fascinating gamble, actually.
Well, that's, you don't even
It'd
need a
probably slow the
second
game
die.
down a little bit.
You don't need a second die. You just need. You already have each of the numbers on it twice. Just have them in different colors.
I think it would be
NESW.
like ridiculously strong if you were forcing your opponent's workers, though.
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, Siren like gives up her turn. She gives up her move at least to do something similar. And having a random direction is probably better than having a fixed direction where it's easy to play around. Like if it was paired with the whole move and build, I think it would be way too strong.
You'll see some of the other nymphs have a muted ability to move opponents. With the neighboring effects, I think of the unmoved worker. So there's some ability there. And it's also optional, I believe. Okay. So I will be careful before moving forward with this god to get kids involved in the assessment. I think that's
Yeah, I'd be really curious about like a wider sort of test audience for these kinds of things. Like what would other people say that aren't in a little box that, you know, we the people here are in. We're kind of interested in playing the game the way that we are.
But your point, Kevin, is very, very good. And that is, do people really like to go back and forth? Moving always positive. So if it's optional, okay, then that's good. But if it becomes positive or negative, there's going to be a huge drop off in the enjoyment. And yet I don't think that this power would be balanced. And I don't think it would. Anyway, I don't think that it would be a workable power. Or an interesting.
The other thing that would be interesting is if you had the option to roll or not, but if you rolled, you had to move.
That yes, because then it turns it not only into just you're tasting it's a total push your luck kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like take the risk and with commitment on one side of it. That's actually pretty cool.
I like this.
That's great, Matt. Yeah. I'd throw some support behind that one. I mean, and I did enjoy those little moments like, well, what if we did this crazy move and it worked out?
Yeah.
25% isn't enough to really gamble on.
Yeah.
25, if it were like 30 to 40%, you know, to gamble on one of those really fantastic, like risky moves, that might be where I'd kind of see it as having a lot of fun potential at. And the push your luck thing, I mean, I love push your luck games, so I'm all for that.
Good. Okay. Matt, I'm taking that one very seriously, and I think that'll just be the default going forward for the next playtest. So I like that.
Good job, man.
Yeah. So is that good for today, or it's 7:30 Mountain Time here?
Yeah, I think for me it's probably bedtime.
Yeah,
I'd be willing to
as
do
well.
well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mosey on. I've been crushing soybeans in the heat for 8 hours solid today, and I'm
boy.
tired.
Okay.
Well,
It was 96 today.
I'm off to Europe.
Little tweezers.
I'm off to Europe on August 4th. Going to take my kids over there for the first time ever. So
Where
cool.
specifically?
I'm going to Paris, then Bruges, then Amsterdam, then Bonn. Then my
Oh,
daughter goes
amazing.
back to Canada with my sister. And then I continue on with my 17-year-old son through Germany and Switzerland. I've got quite a few friends in Germany, and I've never been to Berlin, for example, never. So I'm going to enjoy that.
That sounds awesome, and I hope you have a killer time.
Thank you. I will be back September 2nd, and I am sure that I will be online for some of the time over those weeks.
all right, I'm gonna log off now, guys.
Take care.
Great to see you. Take
Bye.
care.
Oh, good one.
Right,
It was nice
everyone.
catching all you guys.
Fun.
Okay.
Cheers.